what you think of others is what you're going to assume they think of you. So let me start by sharing a story about a friend of mine. Okay, this is years ago, and this friend was particularly paranoid when it came to what other people thought of him, right? That fear of being judged. Are they talking about me? Are they looking at me? What are they saying about me? Am I being judged right now? I don't want to stand out. Are they thinking negatively of me? That really ran him. And it was to a point where if we went out, say, to a restaurant and it was a group of us, he was always the one who was just really uptight, really paranoid, even in terms of, say, you're having dinner. It's like, hey, everyone, let's keep it down. I feel like we're a little too loud here. I feel like some of the other tables are staring, let's keep it down. Let's not talk so loud. Oh, let's laugh a little less. Can you tone down that laugh? Just tone it down. That was him. Okay, and he would take this to the limit where he'd put so much effort into how he would dress, how he would come off, right? He'd invest tons of money in having like the best socially acceptable attire, right? Not this, but high-end couture, have his hair coiffed perfectly. That's how he was operating, okay? Really just in this prison of paranoia. Now, what I've noticed, and he asked me about this, like, hey, do you notice I'm a little bit more uptight? What can I do about this? And what I noticed in terms of not just his fear, but how he would talk about others or his view of the world is that he was extremely judgmental himself. Key. Notice, fear of being judged, yet he's extremely judgmental. He'd go out and he'd be the person looking at, I don't know about this restaurant. Look, they're wearing that. How dare they wear that at the restaurant, right? If we go out to a bar, a club, whatnot, it's like, I only want to talk to people who seem a little bit more high class. They don't seem like they belong here. Like extremely judgmental. And I pointed this out to him and I'm like, hey, as a first step to getting there, how about you try to take the foot off the gas pedal when it comes to your own judgment. Because here's the thing, okay, once more, what you think of others is what you're going to assume they think of you. If you're judging everyone to the extent that he was judging other people, what is that communicating to him? It's creating this reality where he's going to unconsciously assume that everyone else is doing the exact same thing as him, that they are all just as judgmental as him, and of course you're going to be paranoid. Right? If you're judging everyone like that, you're like, they're like me. Oh my God, you're going to be extremely paranoid as well. And just that, bringing the awareness to it, suddenly changed his experience of the world, that reality, away from this fearful, competitive, me versus they're all judging, to a much lighter and ultimately more successful life, right? And experience of life. So that there is a key example of how when you think of others, you assume they think of you. So be very careful here. Ask yourself, when I see other people, do I judge them? Do I analyze them? Right? Am I over the top? Where do they stand? Or am I just very, to each their own, all is good, all on the same team? Okay, that's when it comes to judgment. Another thing that I've noticed that really illustrates this point is, if you're walking down the street, and I'd see this with a lot of single clients, and they saw someone who, let's just say they're in a relationship, they have a, beautiful, attractive partner, they're gonna see that and be like, how did that person get that, right? Why are they happy in that relationship? Why not me? And they would start judging the person, saying, well, they probably got the person because of the money, it's just money. That's why they're with that person. And not really happy for a happy couple, right? Now, here's the thing. If you're doing that, every time you see a happy couple, you're jealous, you're envious, you're not happy for them. You're just like, why do they get that? What are you communicating? You're basically telling yourself, hey, everyone else is probably just like me. And what's going to happen, you're going to have massive resistance to actually finding a partner and being with a partner, because unconsciously you believe that, hey, if that's me, everyone else is going to judge me and my partner just as I judge that couple. See how this works? Here's another example. A lot of people hate when they see other people making money, right? Or succeeding financially. They're like, how dare they make money? Who do they think they are, right? Or if you just think of the 1%, the label that probably kicks in is, the 1%, terrible, evil people, right? Successful, rich people are evil. Now, guess what? If you're not happy for people who succeed financially, okay, and I'm not saying there aren't evil people, of course, right? But if that's the general frame, right, your general belief is they're evil, anyone who makes money, evil, anyone who succeeds, evil, then guess what? Will you allow yourself to succeed? Of course not, because you will fear becoming evil yourself and being judged the exact same way that you judge them. So here's the trick. Just as I told my friend, take the foot off the judgment pedal, do the same. When you see people succeeding, whether it's in terms of a relationship, financially, you name it, instead of judging them and not being happy and being jealous and envious, practice celebrating their win. Remember, what you think of others is what you're going to assume they think of you. So if you start celebrating every person when they win, it's like, yes, you know what? I'm happy for that person. Oh, someone making money? Happy for that person. Someone moving up? Happy for that person. Someone just being themselves and perhaps not wearing the fanciest up to brand clothes? Happy for that person. The more you do that, the more, again, on the flip side here, you're gonna start creating this reality and telling yourself that everyone else is just like that, and there will be much less resistance and self-sabotage to allowing yourself to succeed. If you don't allow others, trust me, you will not allow yourself. Okay, so try this. Practice shifting away from this competitive state of being to this more collaborative state of being, right? If you even want to go further in terms of the land of woo-woo, if there's that saying that we are all one, well then, if that person wins, I win too, right? Since we are all one. So start catching it. Look for other people's wins. Start celebrating their wins, being happy for them. Oh, you know what? That person had a great day, happy for them. And you will notice things start shifting very fast, okay? The world really is what you think of it. So start controlling that. If you want to go even deeper, what it comes down to is analyzing why there's that judgment to begin with, right? And this also ties right into abundance and scarcity. We believe, oh, if someone succeeds, they're taking away from me, right? So there's a lot of conditioning that goes into that, and that is something that you can dive into and let go of on a deeper level, okay? If you'd like help with that, click the link below this video and apply to join my private mentoring group where I teach you exactly how to do this. It's a very experiential process that one must go through. So the link below this video, click it right now. But trust me, just this first step in understanding what you think of others is what you assume they think of you. If you take it seriously, if you apply it, it will change your life. So click the link below to go even deeper. And as always, until next time.
Like, this program is such a game changer. The way everything's structured and the material, it's been already, even for me, it's just been, I'm noticing a crazy change in the way that my whole life's like playing out.
What you put together is just incredible. There's nothing like that.
I've just jumped like a million levels. It's just been a complete 180 for my experience of existing. That's awesome.
It's just been so huge in terms of so many of the things I'm finally understanding and realizing and epiphanies I'm having.
What you do is a huge inspiration to me, and I think it's one of the most beautiful things you can give to another human in this entire world.
You saved my life, man. I'm telling you, this is real, man.
Sometimes all it takes is just one person who believes in you. Find people who are where you are in life and model them, work with them. I would not be here if I didn't have people who held me accountable.
Wow.
I just felt a click and things are changing.
This program was just top notch.
Seriously, like, this is a masterpiece. This is perfect.
Everything, the way it's set up, the live calls, like all the support from the coaches is incredible.
It's been nuts.
I just had my tears of joy.
This was the best decisions I ever made.
Thank you for creating something wonderful like this.
This program was phenomenal.
This program was amazing.
This program has definitely changed my life.
I know for a fact I'm in the right place. This is exactly what I was expecting from the program.
It's been spectacular.
I feel really lucky to have found you.
Thank you so much, Julien. It's worth every dollar.